Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, good day, good day, wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Want to thank each and every single one of you. If you are tuning in, if you are listening for the first time, this is an astrology show which aims to inform, enlighten, educate about the affairs of the cosmos. It's a podcast of the cosmos, of course, letting us know the relationship between the planets in the heavens down here on Earth. Occasionally, I do have a few guests. I will be having more and more guests coming. Trying to arrange this stuff is all, gets techie, but I have got some people coming in the pipeline. I will have more guests definitely this year than I did last year, that's for sure. So definitely watch out for that. For those of you who, I'm actually live. I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on Instagram, and I'm live on YouTube. So wherever it is you're catching me, what is this on my eye here? What is this? Got to be looking pretty here. Where's my makeup artist? Got to make me look nice and young and sexy. But as I was saying, so I'm live on these three platforms every week, every Wednesday at 12:30 UK time. So be sure to mark your calendars, tell a friend to tell a friend. Do like and subscribe. I want to thank each and every single one of you who, again, take time to download this podcast. The numbers are going up, but they're a little bit, they've gone up just a little bit, but we want a high velocity, right? That's what we're looking for. So yeah, keep your comments coming. I will be bringing up the chart of the moment, and let's look at where the planets are over the course of this next month, although it's pretty much over. Can you believe January is over? What the heck is going on? We've got tarot card of the week, which will be coming up later. So towards the end of the show, tend to pull out a tarot card to see what the energy is like for that week. Tarot card of the week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. One's trying to slip out right now as I'm shuffling it. So yeah, competition time later on. We're going to see if we've got any winners. There is a competition every week. There's often £30 up for grabs. Yeah, let's see who the winner is this week. Well, if there is one. So that will be coming a little bit later. Can everyone see me? There's no one in the comment section. This is funny. This is unlike moi. And I'm not seeing the comments here also on on Instagram either. Nobody's here. Like, hello. Let me put hello in the group. Can anybody hear me? Yeah, that took a little while. Shout out to Michelle. How you doing over there across the pond? Over there in America. Lots of things happening in America. Speaking about that, we're going to be going to a little bit of the news, and let's see what is in the news. If there is anything, which looks a bit, you know what. So we will having a look at that. Oh yeah, people are saying hey now. People are in the building. I believe that's Amy. If that's in the building, how are you doing? And everyone else. Also, I can see you now. It was just me, myself, and I. And I'll be glad to do my podcast with me, myself, and I. Not a problem. Keep your questions coming. What is the weather like where you are? Looking outside, it's like dull, grey, rainy, windy, all of the above. A typical British weather. Well, we are in, sun has now moved into Aquarius, so we're in mid-winter. So that's the kind of weather we could expect. But if you are somewhere warmer, without rubbing it in, please let us know. Do you like my cup? I love my cup. I've been drinking more water. I've always been a big drinker of water. Cancerizing. But drinking more. The cup makes you drink more for some reason. So I've noticed I've been going through more bottles. It's like crazy. Getting through like 2-3 liters in a day. Yeah, it's which is good. It's good for the body. The problem is you go toilet more. See, that's the thing. Yeah, you get the bladder working. That's what happens right there. Keep your comments coming. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. What is happening? Shout out to Pretty. How are you doing, my dear? Hope you are well. I should be seeing you in a few weeks' time, I believe. A little Dicky Bird told me you're going to be in a town we like. So yeah, look forward to seeing you there. It should be good. Shout outs to Pretty in the building. And I'm not just calling her Pretty. That actually is her name. So yeah, it's all good. I'm sure people, when they hear the show, they must think, who's he addressing as Pretty? She is pretty, don't get me wrong, but it's her name. I'm probably actually pronouncing it, based from somebody of Indian heritage. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. Maybe, I don't know. It's got a certain tone to it, based on the language. Yeah, more than likely. It always is the case, isn't it? We think we're pronouncing, foreign languages or foreign names appropriately. And, for somebody from that country, they're probably thinking, what? No, incorrect. But it's all good. Yeah, look forward to seeing you there, Pretty. Who else? See it right there. I'm what? Historic. What's that? What's that? Herostat. What is that word? I'm dyslexic. Stop frightening me. I'm herostral. Herostral. Hip. What's that? Explain. See it right there. You've lost me. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Keep your comments coming. We got the Arts of Astrology. The Arts of Astrology has joined. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Hope you are well. Like I said, I'll be bringing up the chart in a moment. Let's look at where the planets are, what's been affected, what can we be looking forward to. Yeah, what's coming up? We had a new moon the other day, didn't we? New moon in Capricorn, but the sun has now entered Aquarius. We're getting a lot of Aquarius energy right about now. So, hey. Yeah, looking quite exciting. Yes, how you doing, Arts of Astrology? Welcome to the show. Keep your comments coming, keep your questions coming also as well. What has been in the news? Let me read out a few stuff. Nothing that you don't already know. I will not yield to Trump's pressure on Greenland, says Keir Starmer. For anybody out there outside of the UK and wondering, who the heck's Keir Starmer? That's the UK Prime Minister, current UK Prime Minister. Yeah. US President Donald Trump arrives in Switzerland. He is in Switzerland, people. Yeah, Donald Trump. He's actually in Switzerland. Yeah. Yeah. So US Donald Trump arrives in Switzerland to meet world leaders. They're having a world meeting, yeah, with Donald Trump. Well, we know what Donald Trump's going to say there, don't we? What are you going to say, Donald?
Greatest president that God ever created.
Exactly. That's what he's going to go and tell them, you know, when he arrives in Switzerland, when he's already arrived in Switzerland. Anyway. That's what he's going to tell the world leaders. He's going to tell them.
Get rid of them. I got to win against them.
That's right. He's got to win. That's what's going to happen. Oh, God. What is going on? Prince Harry arrives in court in London to give evidence against Daily Mail publisher. Well, we know what's going to happen there, aren't we? They're just going to give him lots of money. I think it's very... it's life, isn't it? It's fate. Call it as you wish. I mean, when somebody of high profile goes to court, you know, unless the judge is living under a rock, living in a cave somewhere, I mean, of course they're going to know who's in front of them, right? And of course it's going to have, you know, there's going to be a certain bias, right? Which gives one person an advantage, right? There's going to be certain, you know, it's going to help. It can help or hinder. Well, depending which side of the fence you're on. Shout out to Taye. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So, yeah, it's quite interesting. It's just like, you know, this thing in the court with Prince Harry, you just think, oh, really? Like, you know, who's going to sway against you? You're a prince. I think that should, you know, you ain't got a leg to stand on. I don't know. Who knows? It is what it is. What they do? They're going to give him a couple of million. And what is this? He's probably going to hang around for a couple of days and then he's going to be out again, isn't he? Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, what else is what else has been in the news? Anything popular? I think the most popular thing really is the Greenland thing, isn't it? We're all waiting for it to kick off. We might be going to war, people. Yeah. We might be going to war. You know what that means, don't you? Huh? Yeah. Well, I think I'm of an age where I cannot be drafted into the army. So don't come and look for me. Yeah. Yeah. My contribution to the war is I will stay in the country and take good care of all the women. That will be my job. Eh? How about that? Yeah, that's my contribution to the war. Yeah. Can't say I didn't contribute. I'm looking after the land. I'm looking after the women. It is what it is. Don't come and call me and draft me in there. Oh God. What is it like? What else is up in here? Anything else? Yeah, it's all about the Greenland stuff, isn't it? But you know, it's all about it's monopoly, it's chess moves. This is all it is. It's chess moves. It's US, it's China versus Russia. It's all chess moves. Everyone's trying to listen. Make no mistake of it. You know, this world has, to some degree, always has been, is, and will be based on one person having an advantage over the other. Regardless of how fair we want the world to be, there's always going to be some person who feels cheated, less done by than the other. It's part of being human. Yeah, you can't escape that. And this is what the world is about. It's about advantages and disadvantages. It's about knowing your advantages and you know, that's what it's about. Oh, what is that? This Swills Edition. This is somebody new. Swills Edition has joined us and has typed, "What's happening here?" Human, you know, yeah, I'm not going to say the word. Are you a troll? Swills Edition, whatever your name is. What kind of name is that? Swills Edition. Angela, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. It is what it is. But yeah, that kind of stuff will yeah. What's this one? Nah, man, I just keep it real. Oh, what do you keep real? That's the thing. What is it you're keeping real? Yeah, we're all trying to do that, aren't we? In some way, shape, or form. My name is Swill. I have a podcast called Swills Edition. Okay, coolio. Not a troll. Thank you for clarifying that. And apologies if I came across a little bit harsh with my troll talking. We've got to watch out for these trolls, you know. Here for engagement, no problem. Don't know if you get much engagement, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Show. Again, as I said in the beginning, it's a show which aims to inform, educate, enlighten about the affairs of the cosmos, astrology, the planets, and how it has its affairs here on, you know, planet Earth. Although, yeah, we do talk about other things too, you know, psychology, mythology, cosmology, you know, tarot, numerology, all the, you know, sciences. They're all welcome here. And anything outside of that, you know, it is all welcome. Yeah, got a few interesting guests that are going to be coming on the show pretty soon also as well. Swill says, I get it, man. Lots of weird people out here. Yeah, you can say that again. We're all weird. We're all weird. We're weird as well. It's interesting when you call somebody weird, whoever that person is that you're referring to as weird, don't forget that they're looking at you the same way. They're looking at you as you've been weird. So we're all weird in our own ways, I guess. The universe brought you here. Yes. And this is definitely a podcast which subscribes to the idea that there are no accidents or no coincidences. So however it is you came in or however the universe brought you here for a particular reason. And that goes both ways. Whether it's me learning something from you or vice versa or people on the platform, it is what it is. But yeah. Says I am weird. Yeah, I hear you at. But yeah, where you at? Oh, I'm in London. You're in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, well. We do get people from over the pond. We've got quite a few people who attend, regular listeners here, who attend from over the pond. T.S. Bliss has also joined us here. Mason, also from New York. Where's Tiffany? Yeah, she's based Memphis, Tennessee. So yeah, we get a few people from your part of the country over here as well. So, as I was saying, what was in the news? Well, it's the usual stuff, isn't it? It's the whole political thing. People are, I don't know, waiting for World War III. And I don't think there is going to be one, but I think we'll get something close to it. I think we'll get something close to it. But let's see. It's interesting, though. It is interesting. And things are building up, you know. Trump putting tariffs on things and, going for Greenland. And you see, it's all about it's not so much even about Greenland. It's about the waterways, you see. It's all about the sea routes and stuff. Apparently up to 40% of the world passes through there. So it's all about monopolizing particular places, you see. So Trump's trying to, box in Putin, of course, in some kind of way. And yeah, so it is what it is, man. Let's watch this space. It's like a movie. It is like a movie. Yeah, lots of crazy stuff happening all over the world, most definitely. So yeah, that is very, very, very true. All comes down to money. Tell me about it. All comes down to security. Money is just a tool. Money is a tool which provides security. So, but that's what it is. Psychologically, on a bottom level, on a psycho-spiritual level, it's all about insecurities. People not trusting the process. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. We'll be looking at where the planets are any minute now. Angela Jules says, ID card scrapped. ID card scrapped? Which ID cards? What, over here in the UK? What ID cards? I've never had one. What ID cards? Don't people just use their, driving license or passport as an ID anyway? I mean, everyone's pretty much on the system. They put your name in the system. They pretty much know who you are, right? So what are these ID cards? What ID cards? Was it ID cards which Mr. Keir Starmer was looking to bring in? Yeah? Was it those ones? Yeah, right. ID card scraps, yeah. But are they scraps? They're not scrapped, are they? Because everyone's on the system. It all comes down to the same thing. Swills Edition says America was founded on greed. Yeah. I think lots of places were founded on greed, to be quite honest. In many cases, if you go back far enough, you will actually find that in many cases, some of the inhabitants of that place weren't necessarily the original natives or indigenous people of that place. They migrated or, for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, that's the world here for you. So Angela Drew say, yes, Keir Starmer. Okay, those ones. Yeah. And tell me, how much money did they spend on this, ID cards? I bet you it wasn't cheap. Exactly. Probably, I don't know, a couple of billion all gone to waste. You know how it is. These people, man, they kill me. We're all going to have chips in our heads soon. Yeah, I think too late. It's already happening. We've already got the chips. The phone is our chips. We are the chips. We sleep with our chips. We can't do without the chips. We've already got the chips. They're already there. It's there. Been there a long time. Been there, done it. They've got the thing. They just want to refine it. They're going to want to refine it. It's a little bit like the movie Elysium. Anybody watch the movie Elysium with Matt Damon? Brilliant movie. I suggest go and watch it. T.S. Bliss. Hi from Thailand. Oh, lucky for some. Bet the weather's great out there. I heard the food is fabulous. Meant to be going out there. I might be going out there this year at some point. But yeah, food's meant to be really nice. And I'm a foodie. Bring it on, baby. The phone is our cyber extension. Yeah, Angela. Yeah, Elysium. Go and watch that movie. And before you go and watch the movie, or maybe after the movie if you want, go and look up the origins of the word Elysium, what it means, where it comes from. It's quite interesting. A real appropriate movie, Elysium. Yeah. One of the heavens, in Greek mythology, the Elysium. Well, go and watch the movie. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's giving you an insight to the future. And that future it's already here. It just gets refined and gets updated like an app. That's all what it is. Life is cyclical. The same things. You see, human beings, we're dealing with the same human conditions. We're dealing with the same feelings. We're dealing with the same emotions. We're dealing with the same insecurities. It's the same thing driving us. The same thing that was driving man 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, ability. It's the exact same thing. We just update it, modify it. Yeah, we shape it, but it's the same. The essence is the same. Right? It's like, a bit like a car. You know, cars 100 years ago didn't look like cars 90 years ago, or the cars 80 years ago, or 70 years ago, 60 years ago. You know, it's still a car. The essence is still the same. The function is still the same. The process, right? But, up until a car now. That's all what it is. Human beings. We've got cultivating. Oh, I like that. Like the way you put that. Cultivating has also joined us here on the Lunar Lounge. We got Tiffany from Memphis, Tennessee. Afternoon. It's 8 a.m. here. Yeah. Shout out to Florence. Florence is in the building. Thanks for joining. Good day, Tiffany. We are expecting a ton of snow this Friday and weekend. Will shut us down. Oh, really? For real? In Memphis, Tennessee? Snow? Wow. And it's big snow by the sounds that it must be, wouldn't it? If it's gonna shut the country down. Swill's edition says afternoon. It's 8 a.m. here. Yeah, it is 8 a.m. for those of you on the east coast of the US. Florence says yes, Elysium is a good film. I looked up the meaning of the word back then. Interesting. Yeah. Cleveland, Ohio, Memphis, Tennessee, 7. Okay, so you guys are probably quite close to each other, but I take it maybe Swills is maybe a bit more on the east, something like that. Maybe, I don't know, something around that. The North America South in general, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, that's Arkansas, right? I can never pronounce that. Arkansas, something like that. Memphis, okay, Tennessee, Nashville, okay, Knoxville, Dallas, Dallas as well. Oh, who remembers the program Dallas? Who shot JR? Oh God, yeah, grew up on all that stuff. Amy's saying 6 a.m. here. Where are you? Are you mid? Whereabouts are you, Amy? Interstellar is a good one. Yeah, that's a good film. That is a good film. Yes, Arkansas. Yeah, I can never pronounce that properly. Well, snow. Be prepared, man. Be prepared. Go do your shopping. Fill up the house with food and water. Make sure you got plenty of water. Good food. Fill up the house, and get your hot water bottle and put on the heating and snuggle up. That's what I like to do when it pisses down with snow outside. Just stay inside, nice and cozy. I quite like it. Something about it, Maybe my moon in Taurus at work. Something along that line. Florence says another film called Mercy comes out on Friday, all about a murder trial case. Accused is trialed by an AI judge. Really? All set in 2029. Well, I'll be damned. Well, even judges are going to be losing their jobs with AI. Yeah. People, start getting creative. Start looking for other alternatives, because a lot of even me as an astrologer, there's concerns that, I think to some degree people will always want that human interaction. But I'm telling you, AI, before you know it, you're going to be able to think, and AI is going to be able to do your chart and, do your forecasting. It's going to be crazy, man. A lot of jobs going. I get my walk on the treadmill when I wake up early for Lunar Lounge. Okay. You're listening to me on the treadmill? What? Tiffany's saying we have a lot of power outages in the south when it snows. Okay, I get you. You would have thought they would have dealt with that one. Definitely. You're in Montana. Okay. That's the concern. Poor infrastructure, not designed for icy conditions. Yeah, I bet. Because normally south is quite warm. I always like those places. I mean, I always, Memphis, Tennessee, all the, Texas, Dallas, all those places. I associate with warmth. For again, it's my part of my ignorance, of course. But yeah, yeah. Amy's saying we are cowboys and cowgirls here. Yeehaw! I like that one. Yeah. Tiffany's saying I wish I could walk while listening. Amy, but toddler quite okay. Jamani, okay, yeah. Swiss is saying the robotics they are coming out with recently are crazy too. Yeah, definitely. And that's the Aquarius age, the Aquarian age everyone's talking about. Like, I don't think you understand what Aquarius is about. It is Montana is res life. Okay. So yeah, it's all good. You guys are talking about where you're from and what's happening over there. Cool stuff. Let's go to the astrology. Otherwise, I'm just rambling on. Cultivating, yes. Cultivating says I messaged, meaning you messaged me, something like that. T.S. Bliss, could you speak about the transition of Saturn and Neptune into Aries? Yeah, I'll be mentioning that. I've already spoken about that. We're going to speak about that again. Neptune's going to be moving into Aries again soon. So Saturn's not going to be moving until the 14th. I kind of want to save that, but I'll still be talking about it a little bit. Saturn's going to be moving on the 14th of February. He's going to move in. Shout out to Jack. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Let me share the screen. Let me share my screen. Let's bring up the chart for the moment time. And let's see what's happening. Voila. What do we have? The moon is in Pisces, people. We got a Pisces moon. Let's start swimming and dreaming and meditating and imagining and being receptive and sensitive. Yeah, let's take a bit of that. Tomorrow, of course, the moon will be trining Jupiter. That will be very nice. Could be a little bit of an auspicious time. The sun has officially moved into the sign of you-know-what. The sign of Aquarius. So shout out to you, Aquarius people. We've also got Mercury, Sun, Pluto, of course, has already been there, and Venus, all in Aquarius. It's all about Aquarius energy. Well, any day now. I spoke about that last week. So yeah, we've got a lot of Aquarius energy right about now. And there's going to be more when Mars moves in in the next couple of days. Let's watch this space. All about the Aquarius, all about the people, power to the people, awakening the people. Because Aquarius is very group orientated. It's very humanistic, human affairs, relational. I say relationship. I suppose it is relationship wise, but it's relational. That is the way planets in Aquarius will tend to be. So yeah, but we've currently got a Pisces moon. We're going to be swimming. Jupiter's continuing his retrograde. Jupiter at the moment is just solo. Jupiter's doing his own thing right now. He's at 18 degrees of Cancer, retrograding, not making any aspects. The The only planet that will occasionally make some aspects to him over the course of the next week or so is going to be the moon. Other than that, he's like he's doing his own thing, Mr. Jupiter. You are all alone, retrograding in a great sign that you love, exalted in Cancer. But it's all about this Aquarius energy right now. What are we going to do? Sun is in Aquarius. Mercury also just recently, literally yesterday, both of them, both Sun and Mercury, moved into the sign of Aquarius. Venus has been there for just under a week or so. Interesting. Anywho, what else can we see coming up here? Let's put it on the days and let's have a thing. I'll come to your question, T.S. Bliss, about Saturn and Neptune moving in to Pisces. I said moving into Pisces, moving into Aries, sorry. I don't want to talk about it too much because I want to save it for next month, for when Saturn moves into Aries. But I will touch on it a little bit. I'll give you a little taster. How about that? Waxing moon. Let's manifest like crazy. See it right there. You are on the button. I love that. Yes, great time for manifesting. You want things to increase. You want things to grow in your life. You want to be doing it now with the moon waxing, because we've got that new moon. We got the new moon thing here. New moon. Well, we had the new moon the other day, didn't we? About 2-3 days ago, and we're in that new moon phase. So anything associated with increased growth, yeah, now's the time to do it. Yeah. And actually, you know, we had the new moon in Capricorn, which is really good for long-term stuff. Yeah, you want to build some long-term structural stuff because Capricorn's got that kind of energy. And, you know, the last new moon, it actually made a sextile to Saturn, right, in Pisces. So quite good. Good for grounding stuff. Good for building, you know. Yeah, you want to do that. Tiffany saying, Aquarius sun here. My sun is exactly conjunct the asteroid Eros. Do you use Eros, Israel? No, I don't use the asteroid Eros so much. I know about it, but I use the part of Eros, which is here. That's it right there. That's the part of Eros there. Right there. Where I'm moving the cursor. You can see it right next to the moon. The moon right now is actually conjunct the part of Eros. Could you believe? So I do use the part of Eros, but I don't use the asteroid Eros. But I do know about the asteroid Eros and Cupido and all these. You can get lost with them. I mean, some of these asteroids don't even have symbols. They can't. They run out of symbols. They're all, you know, they're all numbers. You know, P66607. You know, that's what they. You know, there's tons of them. You can get lost with them asteroids, man. But yeah, no, definitely, it can definitely add layers and add meaning. So yeah, I use the part of Eros, not the Eros asteroid, but I definitely am familiar with it for sure. But yeah, I mean, it all adds layers and understandings and interpretation. So that's essentially how it works. Hey, Geraldine is in the building. How you doing, Geraldine? I ain't seen you in a while. What's happening? You should be coming to the Lunar Lounge show every week without failure. Hope you're well, Geraldine. Great to see you. Thanks for joining. But yeah, Eros is quite cool. Quite cool. I would suspect that, well, I suppose it's used in different things, but anything with the name like Eros, well, of course it's connected or associated with love, right? So I suppose it's just down to the interpretation, really. That's what it will come down to. So what else is happening? So we got this stellium currently in the sign of Aquarius. And stellium is about to get bigger. What's happening tomorrow? Anything? Nothing. We'll have the moon trine Jupiter tomorrow, Thursday. the 22nd. And then voila, on the 23rd, we're going to have Mars. We're going to have Mars moving into Aquarius and Mars conjunct Pluto. Whoa. Things are about to get a little bit tense, people. Yep. I think you guys need to hold on real tight. Mars conjunct Pluto. You know, Mars conjunct Pluto could be explosive. Yeah, something along those lines. I mean, look at that. So yeah, the moment Mars moves into Aquarius, he's gonna be just moving into the clutches of Pluto. So this can be quite intense. We've got Mars, a planet of energy, drive, motivation, assertion, aggression, right? And we've got Pluto, the god of the underworld. So you see, and now, anybody here have this in their chart? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Does anybody here have a Mars-Pluto aspect in their chart? Because here is where you're going to get it. You guys are going to feel it. Anybody here Scorpio rising, Aries rising? Give us some feedback next week of how you felt from the 23rd of January. Yeah, Pluto uproots things. Pluto transforms things. So it's going to be time for us to channel our. Now we're probably going to see quite a lot of intensive stuff coming through media, news, all this kind of stuff. We might hear of, it might get intense in terms of certain places in the world that are already where there's already tensions. Because Pluto can be quite volcanic. He erupts. He's the god of the underworld. He brings things up, things which are buried, things which are. Oh God, yeah. Mars, Pluto. Ooh. Lots of passions, lots of rage. You're going to be hearing about a lot of things in association with rage. Mars conjunct Pluto. Do watch out for this, people. Okay, so what else is happening? I mean, at the moment, we've got the Sun conjunct Pluto. Yeah. That's going to be world leaders, right? Hence why you got Keir Starmer, who's saying, I'm not going to bend for Donald Trump. Yeah, right. You would say that, wouldn't you? You got to come across like you're strong. Yeah, strong. Donald Trump will flatten the whole lot of you. Love him or hate him. Yeah. I don't know why people, again, some of these people, you need to consult an astrologer. One thing I will tell you about Donald Trump, you do not want to be taking him on. That's the last thing you want to do, right? You don't want to be picking a fight with somebody with Mars on the ascendant. Tiffany's letting me know. I'm Scorpio rising. Woo! You might feel a little bit of intensity. Mason is in the building all the way from New York. Geraldine's letting me know. Really being busy. Really being busy. Busy, so busy you couldn't listen to the lunar. I'm joking. I'm pulling your leg. Yeah. Busy. Busy is good. Great to see you also as well. We got Dylan. Dylan, is it Dylan? Yeah, it's Dylan. Dylan in the building. T.S. Bliss says Scorpio Sun. Scorpio Sun, you might do. It's your dispositor, I guess. And it's interesting because again, it's Mars conjunct Pluto. Both of them. You've got the traditional, real ruler of Scorpio, and you've got the modern contemporary, or co-ruler of Scorpio. So it's gonna bring about some intensity for sure. Shout out to Lamise. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Who's this? Turtle Wildflower. Haven't seen you in a while. Turtle Wildflower, welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Mars, Pluto really brings areas of intensity to you know, into the picture. So let's watch this space over the course of the next coming days. Oh, somebody's saying, lost you, Israel. Anyone else? Did you lose me? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Trisha Smith has joined us as well. Hope you're well. Amy says, I can see him. Was it my sound that cut off? I hope not. Everything's plugged in and Mercury's not retrograde. So you should be able to see me. Pluto don't rule Scorpio, sir. Yeah, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I'm a traditionalist to the core. But there's an affinity. There's a difference. There is definitely an affinity of Pluto to Scorpio. That definitely we can say. Doesn't rule Scorpio, but there's an affinity. Yeah. Yeah, Trisha, how you doing? And hear you. Okay, so you hear me now. Coolio. Don't want me disappearing now. We can't afford that one. Who is this? Carmel. Yeah, Carmel. Something Designs. Is that Carmel Fasolo Designs? Carmel Fasolo Designs. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge podcast. Lemise, hi. I'm doing well, thanks. Great to hear. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this planetary alignment with Mars moving in, it's going to get a little bit intense. So Aries rising, Scorpio rising. Yeah, maybe Scorpio sun, like T.S. Bliss said. Yeah, you may be feeling a bit intense. I think we're all going to be feeling a little bit intense. But do watch out, especially from the 23rd in 2 days' time. Watch what kind of news comes out. We're going to be getting a lot of Mars-Pluto kind of themes, right? Things erupting, things coming out, and very, you know, quote unquote, aggressive, violent. I think we know who's going to be in the picture here. Yeah, no doubt, Mr. Donald Trump. So let's watch this space. But all these planets in Aquarius. So, and it's quite interesting because Aquarius is the zodiac sign, which is it's about humanity. It's humane. It's the zodiac sign which is represented by a man. So there's something very humane about it. There's something here about connecting, right? So this is going to be something permeating amongst humanity throughout the world. So yeah, let's watch this space. And there's no Jupiter to help because there's no aspect to Jupiter. So we're going to have Mars, Pluto, Sun, Mercury, Venus, all in Aquarius. I've got a very, very good friend who's going to be giving birth very soon. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Okay, 23rd. So we're going to have all these planets here in Aquarius. Then what starts to happen? 24th, what do we have? We still got the Mars, Pluto. Mars, Pluto is going to be increasing. So we're going to have the Mars, Pluto until the 27th of January, till the end of this month. That's going to be next week, Tuesday. We've got that Mars, Pluto, very intense. We've got an intense week ahead, people. Bottom line, we've got an intense. But however, let me let you in on something. Mars, Pluto is extremely resourceful, meaning people get resourceful in whichever way you do it, right? Do not shy away from work. Take on all challenges, right? So, and be resourceful because it's something that's going to be beneficial for you. You know, Mars, Pluto is extremely energetic. So we're going to have lots of energy at our disposal. Yes, like I said, it will play out on some kind of way where, yeah, it's about power struggles and and all this tension, which is already been building anyway. Here is where we're perhaps getting but something triggering it. So do watch out over the course of the next 7 days how things are gonna, a lot of intensity. When there's intensity, it's saying there is resources also as well. What else are we going to be having? This is 27th of January, 28th of January. Nothing. Well, by then we're going to have the Mercury-Venus conjunction. Mercury-Venus conjunction. You know what's going to happen, right? Peace talks. So it's going to get intense. It gets intense over the course of the next week. And then by next week, so between now and next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then by next week, Wednesday, peace talks, right? That's where you're going to get Keir Starmer, Emmanuel Macron, who else? I don't know. Start going to Donald Trump. Oh, please, can you please leave Greenland? And maybe, I don't know who the Prime Minister or President of Denmark is or whatever. Yeah, but they're all probably going to, oh, please, Donald Trump, let's make a deal. Yeah, right. You're all a bunch of pussies. Nobody wants to step up to the big guy. You can't take this guy on. You can't take this guy on. This is a movie. I'm loving this. This is a movie. It's actually quite interesting. You will not take this guy on. Ain't gonna happen. No way, Jose. He's gonna flatten the whole lot of you. Watch. Mark my word. Tiffany saying, I'm always intense. LOL. Oh, are you now? You don't strike me as the intense type. You know what they say? Still waters run deep. Yeah, that is the, people who have that Scorpio energy, that's how they are. They come across all nice and gentle and soft. Yeah. Until you piss them off or you push them to a wall. Then you see Scorpio really coming out. Then you see the claws. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like cats, lions. They're cute, and they are so cute, aren't they? Especially as cubs or cats, but they've got them retract, you piss them off, mate, and then the claws come out. It's all over for you. Yeah, I hear you. Tiffany's saying, yeah, you don't have to live here. Yeah, I hear you. Trust me, there are far more worse places, mate. Trust me. You ever think why people are fleeing to the US? Think about that for a moment. It's interesting when certain US people happens over here in UK. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got half of the world fleeing to your country. That same country you're calling shit, and you want to get out of. Interesting, the world. Yeah, grass is green on the other side. Or it seems greener. But I do understand. Things have been getting very intense over there in America, especially with all that ice thing. Those ice ages, they need to be retrained, man. What's going on with them? Yeah, they need to get, I'm not saying don't, I understand, yeah, you want immigration and stuff, but come on, man, and surely you can do it in a bit more, proper, humane way. But yeah, Tiffany says, indeed, I actually love the range emotion, but it can only comes every so often. Yeah, I hear that. Scorpios get pissed off at people not catching the subtle hints. They then explode. Scorpios get pissed off at people for not catching the subtle hints. Then they explode. Yeah, it can be a little bit like that. They can erupt, and we might see something erupting also as well. Mason is letting me know. Did you just call us cats? Scorpios in the building. No, I wasn't referring to. I was calling the leaders, the ones who are going to be sucking up to Donald Trump, like Keir Starmer and Emmanuel Macron and Zelensky. Please give us some more arms. Yeah, right. You're going to be sucking up. They're a bunch of pussies, man. They can't stand up to Donald Trump. He's going to crush all of them. Mason says Scorpio cats. It's all true. Yeah, he's going to crush them. Now I was talking about the leaders. I wasn't talking about Scorpios. No, Scorpios definitely, they're a force to be reckoned with. You know, yeah, they're not. Yeah, got to take them seriously. Amy's saying all that sign that aren't as psychic as their Scorpios push themselves to blunt brutalness. Brutalness? Yeah. All the other signs that aren't as psychic as the Scorpio selves push them to blunt brutalness. Not too sure I totally get that, but I hear you. Abdul in the building. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Hope you're good. Happy New Year. So yeah, let's get back to this chart. What else is happening here? Yeah, so next week we can expect some peace talks towards the end of January. Watch out. By the 28th, 29th, we're going to be getting this. We're going to have a Mercury-Venus. Anytime there's a Mercury-Venus connection, there's always some peace talks. Let's sort it out. Let us negotiate. This is about negotiation. So this will be January, the end of January, basically. Next week. I mean, we're already at the end of January, aren't we? Let's not fool ourselves. What else are we going to be having next week? 29th. 29th, Mercury is going to go past Venus, but they're still conjunct at 15 degrees. Anything else? 30th of January. Anything? No, same old. Well, on the 30th of January, to finish off on a nice note for the end of January, we're going to have the moon in Cancer on that day. So this is next week Friday, not this Friday. Next week Friday, moon will be in Cancer in her own domicile, and she will be conjunct Jupiter, although Jupiter's retrograde. But still, that's very, very auspicious. Now, that is a time to get some rituals going, you know, do your affirmations, your mantras. That will be really good. I'm giving you a heads up here, people. Next week, Friday, not this Friday, next week, Friday, we're still going to be having a waxing moon. And we're going to have the moon in Cancer, conjunct Jupiter. That is good. I like that. Let's write that day down in your diaries, people. 30th of January. Can be a very auspicious day and very prosperous too. So coolio. We'll take it. Oh, I nearly missed something. What did I miss? On the 26th of January, on the 26th, on Monday, the planet Neptune is going to move into the sign of Aries. Could you believe it? Yep. On the 26th. Neptune is going to move into Aries. A new beginning. And Tia Bliss was asking earlier on about talking a little bit about you know, the Saturn Neptune conjunction. Delilah, how are you doing? Delilah's in the building. How are you doing? TLW 87. Some of these names you guys are coming up with. We got Yoda. Yoda's in the building. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So yeah, what is it I was going to say here? Just going back to this planetary. Yes, Saturn and Neptune. Now, Saturn and Neptune, you know, Saturn and Neptune are to do with, you see, Neptune is a planet which dissolves, he refines, He erodes things. And we got Saturn, who's a builder. So these two planets are not easy, but if you can get a hang of both of them and get to work with them, they're actually extremely beneficial and extremely constructive. The Saturn-Uranus conjunction, essentially, to put it in layman's terms, and I'm not going to go too much into it because I do want to save a little bit for when Saturn does go into Aries, which will be on the 14th of February. Next week, Wednesday, I will be talking about the month of February, what it is that we can see. We're going to be having a peek into February in terms of the planetary alignments and what it is that we can be looking forward to. So yeah, we're going to be having Neptune move into Aries. Now, like I said, the Saturn-Neptune conjunction is, let me put it this way. It presents a huge reset. We are about to enter a phase in human history where there's going to be a huge reset. Saturn and when was the last time Saturn and Neptune conjunct? The last Saturn-Neptune conjunction was in the 90s, I believe, early 90s, during the time when the Berlin Wall came down and all that stuff. But the last time Saturn and Neptune have been in Aries together has been hundreds of years ago, 200-300 years ago. So this is a reset. If we go back in history to the time when Saturn and Neptune conjuncted in Aries, the world went through a whole... So we're coming to a stage where we're about to step into this huge reset. And it's about, in a way, we can say it's about end of the old, in with the new. Neptune is clearing the illusion of what you thought was real. And Saturn is telling you to build something new, long-term structures. Right? Neptune is eroding, refining, right? Whereas Saturn is building. So that's how these two planets essentially are. Hence why we saw it with the whole Berlin Wall situation, when the wall came down in Berlin in the late 80s, because that was a symbol. You know, Berlin Wall, that it had been there for centuries. I mean, people never thought that wall would come down, but it came down, and it sort of symbolized something for the world in terms of eroding barriers, breaking down barriers, something new. So this is how Saturn, Neptune. So we're going to see something along that line. We're going to see something similar to what we saw in the end of early 80s, early 90s, when the Berlin Wall came down. And we will see something similar to also the last time when Saturn and Neptune conjuncted in Aries, which was about 200-300 years ago. So it's a huge cycle. It's not an easy one, right? So do watch this space. I believe I might even have, let me look if I can quickly even bring it up. I won't share it with you, but I just wanted to look at the last time the last time they were conjunct in Aries was in 1703. 1703, right? That's over 300 years ago. 1703 was the last time Saturn and Neptune made a conjunction in Aries. In Aries, right? But the last time they conjuncted, which was, well, I'd say 30 years, it's over 30 years ago, it's about 35, was 1989. 1989, 1990, that's when the last time, and that's when the whole thing with the Berlin Wall came down. So, people, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework, right? 1703. What was the big things that was happening? Yeah, this is homework that I'm giving you now. Yeah, get your pens and papers out, people. And this is what you want to be. What was the big things that was going on in 1703 in the world? Right? Historical events. Right? Those are the things that you know that you want to be looking out for. What was the what was the big historical events that was going on in 1703? That's what you want to be you know. So yeah, that's what you want to be looking at. Go look that up. You can use ChatGPT. Yeah, ChatGPT will let you know. Yeah. Always remember, what were the big historical events which were going on worldwide in 1703? Go look that up, and you will be surprised. That is what we are going to be. That's what we're gonna get happening this year. And let me tell you something. There was a lot of wars. A lot of wars. A lot of wars with countries and dynasties, and it was also an awakening for scientific, because it will do. Science is going to change. What you thought was real, what you thought was true, Neptune will say, no, it's not. Right? So it's going to be quite interesting. Tiffany's saying full moon in Leo on the 1st of February. That is correct. I'm going to more talk about that next week. A little bit more closer. Don't want to go into February yet. Jackie's letting us know Web 3 is coming. Web 3? What? What's that going to be about? Yeah. You know what? I'm all for that. Web 3 and Web 4. Please bring it. I think what's going to happen with Web 3 is, bring it, man. Bring on the Web 3. I want it. Bring Web 3 and Web 4. Yep, I like the Web 3. I like it. An upgrade. It's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. The men from the boys. The women from the girls. That's what that's going to do. Tiffany says, there haven't been at 0 degrees in Aries for centuries and centuries. Can't find time they've been at 0 degrees. Yeah, I mean, if you want to find 0 degrees, you're probably going to be looking at thousands of years. Planets tend to replete in something like 20,000, 25,000 years. So it may have been that in terms of in terms of thing. But I do know that they did meet in 1703. 1703, yeah. That was the last time in Aries. And that was at 11 degrees of Aries. It was at 11 degrees of Aries. So, yeah, I mean, well, not close, but for slow planets, I guess it's close. It's close-ish. But, yeah. So, yeah, no worries there. That's what that's all about. So, yeah, bring on the Web 3, man. I'm all for Web 3. I'm interested in that one. Pretty London lady. Oh, God, what a name. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Pretty London. T.S. Bliss says, the dynamic of Neptune from Pisces, water into fire. Could you speak about that, please? Oh, God. Want me to say everything, don't you? Slay Strands, Elite, are also in the building. If we're looking at the dynamic of Neptune in Pisces, it's And again, this is another, although Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, hope you know that. But again, strong affinity with Neptune and Pisces as well. He's going from a watery place into a fiery place. Now, it's Neptune we're speaking about here. This is a water god. This is Poseidon, Lord of the ocean. And he's going to be moving into a fire sign. Right? So what does that bring? Water and heat. Well, it produces a bit of steam. So it's going to make things a bit foggy. Boundaries are going to be blurred. But the fact is that he's moving into Aries, which is a cardinal sign. Some of the things that we're going to be witnessing with this, we're going to see new religious movements, new spiritual movements, issues around identity. We're already having that. It's going to get worse. Well, it will get worse first and then it'll get better, of course. But these are the kind of things that we're going to be seeing with Neptune making that transition, the dynamic from water into fire. It's going to be huge. Neptune is going to have to somewhat adapt to the energy of Aries. It's going to be expressed in that way. So we're looking at a lot of heat here. We're talking about Aries. It's a zodiac sign ruled by Mars. It's really forthgoing. It's going to be extremely idealistic. Everyone is going to become idealistic, right? This is what we're going to be getting with Neptune moving there. It's going to be a little bit messy. It's going to be a little bit foggy in the beginning. Yeah, we've got a water god moving into a fire sign. We're going from mutable, where energies are more fragmented, dispersed, more go with the flow, and it's more action orientated, forward moving, direction orientated. So we're going to be seeing, it's going to be quite interesting in terms of the leaders that are going to be elected or that we're going to experience. And do remember, Neptune is going to be there for quite some time, 14 years. It's going to be in that sign. So we're talking about a long process here. These outer planets, these generational planets, they are bringing long-term processes. This is a new generation as well that we're going to be seeing, right? Also, watch fashion. Fashion is going to take a change. Yeah. So watch how the fashion goes. Because that's going to take on a new form, right? In Aries, Neptune is connected with fashion. Yeah, a lot of people are not aware of that. So so that's going to be quite interesting too. So we got to watch this space with Neptune going into Aries. So that's going to be on the 26th. On the 26th, we got Neptune moving into Aries. And then on the 30th, 31st, anything happening on the 31st? Nope. Usual stuff. Still going to have the moon in Cancer. Nothing. And we've still got that stellium all in Aquarius. Pluto, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, all in Aquarius. Kind of reminds me in the 60s. There was a time in the 60s, I think it was 66 maybe. There was a particular period. I actually know somebody who there was something about 5-6 planets in Aquarius. 6 planets, yeah. There were 6 planets at one point, all in Aquarius in the 60s. Yeah, go look it up. I can't remember that. I think it's 66. Might be 65, 66. Around that time. This is kind of bringing elements of that. We might see stuff from the 60s being quite relevant next week or towards the end of this month. Let's watch out for that. And I am going to leave the cosmic news there. But Neptune moving into Aries is going to be quite is going to be one to watch out for sure. Tiffany saying Neptune transits are underrated. I remember when it shifted into Pisces in 2011, 2012, I almost immediately began studying astrology, metaphysics, and practicing spirituality. Yeah, I think Neptune transits they can be very subtle. It can really, yeah, it can just kind of get you. But I would have thought there'll be something else in your chart that would have been why it triggered you, studying those things. Not to say Neptune didn't have an effect, but there would have been other things as well that would have been stimulated also as well. Transits never work by themselves. There's always something else involved. But yeah, Tiffany says I booked an astrology client for the 31st. Oh, you booked an astrology client for the 31st of this month with all that Aquarius? Have a party, baby. It's my twin sister's birthday today. They are 37. Happy birthday to your twin sisters. Round of applause for your twin sisters. Another round of applause. So yeah, coolio. We like that. What else? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. So let's get back to get back to the to me. So that's the cosmic news. I'll talk more about February next week. We'll have a peek into February and looking at the planetary positions. But yeah, the Neptune going into Aries, I think, is going to be a big one. And again, don't expect it to just happen when it goes in. I mean, initially, maybe in the first couple of months, yeah, but this is a planet that takes time. It's going to refine. It's going to... Outer Shell Alchemy in the building. How are you doing? Dinah's in the building. Ooh, your mom was here earlier on. I think she's still here. She's a loyal listener. I need to get her on the paycheck. Welcome to the show, Dinah. How are you doing? I was speaking about, looking forward to seeing you and mom and dad very soon. So it is all cool. I shall not say where. Welcome to the show, Outer Shell Alchemy. Hope you are good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Neptune in Aries, I think, is really going to be quite interesting in terms of the kind of realities also about our leaders as well, also being, being dissolved. Yeah, it's not what you thought it was. And like I said, the world is going to be going through a reset, a big reset. And I'll talk more on it when Saturn moves into Aries also as well. Tiffany saying, can't wait for Saturn to move into Aries. Yeah, in a way, me too. I was trying to remember, well, I'm not trying to remember, I do remember quite well what happened the last time Saturn moved into Aries in my chart. Yeah, it gave me a nice little boost. I ain't gonna lie. But I had to work hard. Outer Shell Alchemy, hi, super late, but I will be watching the replay. How are you? I am good, thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. I understand people got different commitments. Yeah, the recording will go up shortly after, soon after. Within about like 30 minutes after gets uploaded, even less than that. So yeah, cool. It's quite interesting. You know what? In 17, if my mind serves me correctly, in 1703, that the time when Saturn and Neptune had the last conjunction in Aries. If my mind serves me correctly, there was something about Russia happening around that time. I think that's when they found the capital. I think the capital of Russia. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Moscow's the capital now, isn't it? But I think there's something to do with St. Petersburg. Look it up. Somebody can look it up for me and clarify. I could swear it was in 1703. 1702, 1703, something like that. Yeah. I was very good at history, you know. Yeah, I got Saturn in the 12th. You better believe it. But there's something to do with St. Petersburg in that happened in 1703. I'm sure. But do quote me on that. So it's quite interesting because then the whole thing with Russia, are we going to be getting something else? You know, it's it's a big one. And there was a lot of huge expansion also as well. Tiffany's saying St. Petersburg, founded in, yeah, see, there we go. Okay, yeah. I knew there was something there. So we may get something again. And again, all that stuff to do with Greenland is to do with the sea route and trade, and you know, because most of the trade goes by water. It goes via water. You know, that's why all the stuff to do with money is, maritime law. It's all law of the seas and the oceans, because that's where commodities come through. Right? So yeah, War of the Spanish Succession. Yeah. There's so much stuff around that time. Huge, expansion of countries and, empires and all that, dynasties and, colonization. There was a lot of colonizing around that. This is when all Africa, transatlantic slave trade and all that stuff was taken, Caribbean and, so we're moving back. I'm not suggesting slavery is going to be coming in, although there's always going to be slavery. It's just going to take a different shape. But watch this space. We're living in interesting times. Make no mistake about it. What kind of world are we living in? Anywho, let's go to what is it? It's competition time. Let's have a look at the competition time. So what it is I ask a question, and the first person who inboxes me the following Wednesday at 12 midnight UK time, if you want to enter, do make sure you put in your time zone if you're outside of the UK. So yeah, coolio. I'm just going here to the answers. Only three people chime in this time. Was it that difficult? Really? It's quite interesting. So I asked a question the last week. Person who wins it, if there is a winner, gets £30. The question I asked is, what house signifies the destination in relation to journeys or travel? What house signifies the destination where you are going? So first thing, Karen says, good day. Once again, my guess is 11th house. Final answer. Love the show. Thank you very much, Karen. No, that's not the answer. 11th house. I wonder why you went for 11th house. Interesting. Surah says 9th house. Nice try. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, the 9th house is long distance traveling, or it can be long distance journey, but it's not the destination. There's a difference between the journey and the destination. That's why I was specific about the destination. Ginny Addershell says, I forgot to participate. What's that? Milk Day. Three off my whole week. Threw off your whole week, I think you meant to say. I thought today was Tuesday. Oh, and it's not. No, you're right. Ginny Addershell says, I would think 10th house. Well, interesting that you should say that. It's good. Well, I'm gonna let you in on something. So yeah, Surah, you said ninth house. Okay. Then Amy. Now this is a crazy one. Amy, you gotta. It was quite interesting. Um, Amy goes in, dear Israel. I've got to read this out. You got to hear this. No, seriously, you're gonna have a laugh at this one. She says, dear Israel, as you lay asleep in your cozy bed right now, I am watching the sunset over here in Montana. First and foremost, I was not asleep. Hardly asleep around this time. I'm a night owl, you know. Plus, I'm dealing with clients from all over the world at different time zones. But yeah, normally I would be or should be asleep around that time. But she goes on. She goes, perhaps you're dreaming of the sun blazing in your eyes on the horizon of a mountain. If so, you caught my brainwaves. Hopefully, I caught yours. I really love that. This is absolutely magnificent. Now, it's interesting because when I was reading this, I thought, she's got the answer. Because the answer actually is in that thing that I just read out, Amy. Right? And then she goes on to say, I was thinking to say it was the fourth house, as sometimes it represents the outcome in medical astrology. Fourth house here is the outcome in all kinds of, it shows the ending of the matter. That is correct. But I heard your voice say, why would it be the fourth? The fourth, Amy. She puts question mark. And then she goes, that is the home, the direction where you're going from. So the destination is the opposite, the 10th. So my guess is 10th house represents destination. You got it, and then you let it go. But I don't think he was aware. I really do like this one, Amy. I love this thing, but incorrect. The house which represents the destination where you're going is the 7th house. And I thought, that's why I thought you got it, because you said, as I was, you're saying, you lay asleep in your cozy bed right now. I am watching the sunset. The sun sets in the 7th house. So I thought, she's got it. She's on it. And then when you went on, and then you goes, perhaps you're dreaming of the sun blazing in your eyes on the horizon. And I thought, huh? She's going to get it. Oh, God. It is what it is. No, Tiffany saying ascendant is sunrise and sunset is descendant. That is correct. And she was saying, that's what she said. She says, I am watching the sunset over here in Montana. Which is representative of the destination. So you see how astrology works many times. And sometimes it's very literal. In terms of what Amy was saying there, she was describing what was happening at that time. And at that time, it was giving her the answer to the question. Synchronicity, horary astrology at work. Oh, what happened there? What happened to my, let's show my panel. Yes. Tiffany said I should have played. Maybe you're going to play this week. So no winners this week. It is what it is. It happens like that. However, if you're listening for the first time, and let me also bring up the email address to where you send your answers to. I ask a question. The first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday midnight, midnight UK time. So do adjust your clocks to wherever you are on the globe. It's got to be coming in on that midnight. People come in, Karen, Amy, they all came in on that midnight, so you got to be sharp. First person who email, and for them, it's, they're in other parts of the world. And if you're in America, it might be a bit more easier because it will be like maybe 7 p.m. in the evening for you, or 7, maybe 7 p.m. So yeah, it might be easier for you, as maybe people in the UK may well be sleeping around that time, as Amy pointed out. So yeah. Don't worry, Amy. I was with you, man. Yeah. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. It is interesting. Thais Bliss, destinations of a trip or destination as energy of the chart destination. Destination of a trip or destination as energy of the chart destination. Well, it was a trip. I specifically said in relation to journeys, in relation to traveling, what house represents the destination. So in relation to like traveling matters, maybe a question, a traveling question. So yeah. That's see right there goes, oh my goodness, that's crazy shit, right? LOL. I love you, Amy. Yeah, I love Amy. Amy, like, when I was reading it, I was like, oh my God, she's got it. It's there. It's in her face. The sun that she was looking at on the, setting is telling her the answer. And she says, I knew the sun blazing in my eyes was trying to tell me something. Exactly. It's trying to tell you, say, that's the destination. So yeah, I get you. I know. So I'm going to ask a question now. And again, inbox me. The email address for those of you listening to the recording is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. That is the email address to where you send the answer. The question this week is, what are the 2 planets that are associated or rule alchemists or alchemy? We could say alchemy, but I want to say alchemists. Somebody who's an alchemist. What are the 2 planets? I need the 2, both of them. 2 planets that rule or govern alchemists. Alchemists, alchemy? Alchemy? Yeah, alchemists. Yeah, I suppose on some level, maybe even, I don't know, well, not pharmacists or alchemists to some degree, on some level, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, what are the 2 planets that rule alchemists? First person who inboxes me next week, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. What are the 2 planets? It's really meant to be 1, but there are 2 that are associated because there's all. So you got to give me the 2. Next week, Wednesday midnight UK time, you get £30. The 2 planets that rule alchemists. Bring it on, baby. Amy goes, very cool. Nevertheless, thanks for sharing my lengthy email, Israel. It's a sweet email. Amy, you wrote me the best email ever. So yeah. So first person who inboxes me next week is going to be the winner of £30. Which are the 2 planets which rule alchemists? Email address is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The 2 planets which rule alchemists. So bring it on board. First person who inboxes me gets £30. Gotta be at midnight UK time. Get in there, baby. That's what it is. Oh look, someone's already attempting to answer it in the chat. Ginny Outer Shell. Are we considering outer planet rulerships? No. No. Ain't no outer planets here. Don't get me wrong, I will ask questions where outer planets do come in, But no, not in this case. What planet rules alchemists? The 2 planets. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday at midnight UK time. Yeah. You get 30 Skrilla. £30 will be sent over to you. So that is the thing. What else did I want to say? Any announcements before I pick the tarot card of the week? Bring the show to an end. No announcements. Same old, same old. If you want to learn astrology, the discount's gone. I gave you more than enough chances. He actually extended into the new year, which it shouldn't have. But yeah. So you could say what selling points, or what I could boast. The Sacred Planets Astrology Academy, or Academy. It's not just astrology, because I teach other things as well: tarot, numerology, palmistry, geomancy. Yes, tarot. I did mention tarot, didn't I? Yeah, of course I did. But the main thing is the astrology. Astrology course is going on. I teach not once, not twice, not 3 times. We have 4 live classes, and there's going to be a 5th one. The Sacred Planets Astrology is going to be the only astrology academy that has a 5-class live class a week platform. Yep, only. There is no other place that does it. They don't even come close. Most places you may get 1, maybe twice a week. Maybe you may get 1 that does twice a week. Maybe. And that's a maybe. I'm doing 4. I repeat, 4. 4 live classes. You learn astrology until you can learn no more. And a 5th one is going to be on the way. Yeah, keep it tuned here. The only astrology school where you learn astrology every day. So bring it on board if you are interested. Yeah, do send an email, and I can send you the sign-up details. We've also I've just recently started another new class as well, which was the 4th one, but there'll be a 5th one. sacredplanets@gmail.com. sacredplanets@gmail.com. I do have a number of tarot courses that are coming up. They are going to be starting in February. Tarot courses, geomancy also I want to teach. It's just all about timing, really. My time is just solely booked up. It's just crazy. But yeah, but I do want to get more into the teaching because I enjoy the teaching more, you know, and trying to get more away from less clients. It's like the more and more I say I want to do less clients, the more and more clients come. It's like, it's not making sense. I want to do more teaching. But yeah, so those courses are going to be coming. Tarot is going to be coming. Numerology is going to be coming. And also geomancy is going to be a big one also as well. But the astrology course, it's on fire. And I mean on fire. Just the level 1 is on fire. The level 1 will take you a minimum of 18 months to complete. I repeat, 18 months. Yeah, it's immense in terms of the information that is in there. You know, like I said, 4 classes a week. I'll tell you, man, I keep you on your toes. So yeah, it is what it is. What else? Tristan said, sorry. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't say if it's the right answer or not. That's the thing. Yeah, it is what it is. Tiffany says, no black coffee theory. Oh, black coffee? Huh? No black coffee theory. Elaborate, Tiffany. What do you mean? That went over my head. No black coffee theory. Okay. Tarot card of the week. Let's go for that, and let's bring the show to an end. I wish I could take the class. The live times don't align Okay, what's that? Wish I could take the class. The live times don't align, and I like live classes. Oh, you don't? Surely one of them must align. What are you? Because you're 5 hours behind, isn't it? Yeah. So Tuesday, there's 2 classes on Tuesday. There's one at 12 UK time, which would be early morning for you, and then there's one at 6, which would be afternoon for you, maybe about 1 or 2, something like that. And then the others would probably be the same. It would probably work out about 12, 1 o'clock for you guys in the US. If you're on the East Coast, that is. It'll be earlier if you're on the West Coast, I guess. But yeah, plenty of live classes. There's probably, with the 5th class, I'm not too sure, but it may go on the weekend. It may go on, I don't know. So that may be something that maybe works better for you. But yeah, and everything's recorded. Upon signing up, you have your own student portal. You can log in anytime. All the live classes are there. All the pre-recorded topic classes are there. Reading material, puzzles. You get lifetime access. So take your time and study, baby. So yeah, Tiffany say no black coffee theory is when you tell the barrister you do not want black coffee. The only thing the barrister can think of is black coffee. Okay, sounds like you've been getting Starbucks. Tiffany saying relating that to what you were saying about wanting to teach. Yeah, okay, and not take on clients, yet keeping getting more clients. Yeah, tell me about it. So try to move it. Leave me alone. I want to do reading. Well, it's not I don't want to do readings. I do like doing readings. It's cool, but I like teaching. I don't know. I've got more passion for teaching than I got for it. Because the readings are good. I suppose on some level it's kind of like good testimony on some level, you know, but yeah, I get it. But yeah, I just want to do a bit more less of that and more teaching, you know. Kind of like my teachers, you know. You know, they some of them don't even read for people anymore. They stopped it. They just teach. I'm like, okay, that's good. I'd like that. Well, I don't know. I think I'll always be seeing clients. I don't think every year I kind of swear that. No, I'm stopping. My last start. No, but I think no, you got to. You got to. I think I've got to speak for myself. I guess can't speak for every astrologer, but yeah, it is what it is. T.S. Bliss. I love to know more about your course. Oh, really? Oh, you're just learning about that now? Discounts. For me, first time I joined this platform. Oh, well. You're going to have to, hit me up on the email. Hit me up on the email, sacredplanets@gmail.com, and we shall talk. I'll put it there in the chat if it's of any use to you. But yeah, and I can let's see. I don't know. I know there's going to be people who go, "Oh, can I have the discount?" I'm like, brother, it's gone. Look how long I was running that for. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's go. Tarot card of the week. I work 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, but have more flexibility on Mondays and Fridays because I work from home. Okay. So yeah. Well, I'm not too sure yet. I'm still considering there is definitely going to be a 5th class. There's no two ways about it. But the 5th class is going to start maybe just after the Easter period, maybe around April, May, or something around that time, is when the 5th class will be introduced. But people can sign up at any time. But it's just that, yeah. But yeah, it's yeah. I'll be bringing in the 5th class, so that may be done in a way where people like such as yourself that in again the US or other parts of the world, or maybe can maybe align maybe with their schedules. Yeah, quite interesting. Or maybe a weekend. But then weekend people are shopping and people have got parties and events to go to, and gets a bit techie. But yeah, if you do a Monday class, that would be great. Monday's like a no. I would love to do a Monday. If I did, I actually can do a Monday. If I did do a Monday, it would have to be. Yeah, I could probably do I could do a Monday. It would have to be our afternoon UK time, which would be morning for those of you in America, early morning if you're on the West Coast. So I probably could do a Monday, but it'd be tight. It'd be real tight. But let's see. I'll keep you updated with that. Okay, let's go to tarot card. Tyrone, I believe that's you. Yeah. Why did that is Tyrone, isn't it? TLW 87. I'm sure it is. Yeah. How are you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Yeah, let's go for the tarot card of the week. Let's see what we're going to be getting this week. I'm just giving a little bit of a shuffle. And let's see what the tarot card of the week is. Bring the show to an end. Been rather long today, I tell you. Should not be this long. And I've got things to do, people to see. Anywho, let's have a look at what is coming out here. What's the tarot card we got? Whoa, we got the Knight. Oh, I said Knight. King. We got the King of Rods, King of Wands. In some tarot decks. That's who we got. We got the brave man here that has come out for us. Forward moving. Aries energy like, actually. Very Aries. Very Martian. Oh, you're taking a break. You need a break, bro. Me too. I think we all need a break. So what is the message for this week for us? The message is to initiate. The message is to, and I think it's rather good as well because we had the new moon in Capricorn a few days ago. Here is saying go. Projects, career, mission, whatever it is in your life we are pursuing, pursue it with pure intent, pure action. This card is about action. This card is not about lying around, thinking. It's about being brave, being courageous, and going forth with it and pursuing what it is that you need to be pursuing in life. That is what the knight, I keep wanting to say knight. Why is he not a knight? He's a king. King of rods, king of wands. This is what it's all about. It's about forthgoing. It's about being, it's a card which has, it's very potent. It's dynamic. This card is letting us know that we need to move forward. That is what this card essentially is about. So yeah, over the course of the next week, don't be afraid. Take on, be prepared to meet, whether it's a challenge or be prepared to run at it, go at it, take it on, be fearless, right? Great time for starting new projects, great time for initiating new things. Mercury's not retrograde at the moment either, so you want to be taking that on board. This is absolutely great. That is what the King of Wands, or Rods, is essentially telling us. That's the tarot card for the week, people. So yeah, it looks rather good. Yeah, cool stuff. So yeah, TS Bliss, yeah, shoot me an email and yeah, I'll let you know. Send you the details about the course and the thing, and if you want to come on board, and if anybody wants to come on board also as well. I did say the price is going, well, with the discounts gone, and the price is meant to be going up. Well, the price has gone up. But guess what? They haven't changed it on the website yet. So you don't get the discount, but you get it. You still get it in the next few days. It's going to go up. So yeah. See right there says, yeah, card works well with the waxing moon. It surely does. It surely does. It's a very increasing energy, waxing moon kind of energy. It's yeah. So it does work well. You're absolutely correct. That's what it is all about. Anywho, people, I want to thank each and every single one of you. Got work to do, man. The recording is going to be going up in the next 30 minutes. Remember, this podcast is also available on all podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon. Yep, you can listen to this show. Again, download it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Want to thank each and every single one of you for your comments, your questions. Do remember, I'm here every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. UK time. So yeah, make it a date and don't be late. Participate in the Lunar Lounge podcast. What else? I think that is it. On that note, you know what?
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The stage, man. I want to thank each and every single one of you once again. Thank you. Let me give you a little round of applause. I'll be back again next week. People, in the meantime,
Welcome
take
to
care.
the Lunar Lounge.
Stay blessed. Look forward to speaking with you. Yeah. And for those of you interested in the course, hit me up in the email, and I will be sure to inform you. On that note, people, take care, stay blessed.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Lunar Lounge, Israel and Jersey, and I am out.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.